First Officer's Log, Stardate 35254.9. The USS Valor has been assigned to escort a freighter convoy through the Argolis Cluster to Starbase 211. We are relieving the USS Armstrong after it engaged in a lengthy battle with Nausicaan pirates. The pirates have been launching coordinated attacks against Federation freighters entering the region, and Starfleet intelligence believes that this uptick in pirate activity may be linked to information that they've received about the construction of a new sensor net placed in the Argolis cluster by a third party that is possibly connected to the Cardassian Union. Since the supplies in the convoy are vital to Starbase 211 and the colonies it supports, the convoy has no choice but to travel through the Argolis cluster. Unfortunately, the route the convoy will be taking is alongside the path of a newly formed binary star system, where intense gravimetric waves from the two stars cause sensor and subspace interference. This interference means that warp travel is not possible, and even at full impulse, it will take us 36 hours for the convoy to clear the interference before they'll be able to go back to warp. Of course, this provides the perfect opportunity for pirates to hit the convoy. Hopefully, the crew is up to the task, and we'll get the supplies to Starbase 211 in a goodly manner. The Shran out.
We'll start the scene off on the bridge as the Valor just comes out of warp. Commander, we have the long-range sensors show the convoy and the Armstrong.
Hail the Armstrong, if you would, Mr. Kelly.
And a few moments pass by, and on screen appears a heavily damaged bridge of a Miranda class. A slightly elderly man turns around as he's USS Valor. It's good to see that our relief is here.
Glad to be here. Looks like you had a little bit of a tough time to this point.
We did indeed.
Do you require any assistance? Our engineering and med bays are standing by.
No, we have it covered. Luckily, the convoy took only minor scrapes. We took the brunt of the engagements. Though, I think we'll make our way to Beta Z at the relief station there for proper repair.
Understood. We'd be appreciative if you could transfer your logs dealing with your attackers and their tactics over to us. Anything we can learn before going in might help us out.
Of course. We'll send them over right away before we depart.
Who's the liaison with the convoy, and what can you tell me about the captains I'll be working with?
That would be the bullying captain, Captain Kiro. He's a little talkative. But
Competent?
Talkative.
Right, but I was asking, competent though?
For the most part, he stays in line, keeps the other freighter captains on their toes.
Good.
But should be smooth sailing with the convoy. We shouldn't have anything to worry about. We're just grateful for the escort, to be honest.
Well, we're happy to help. Captain, I relieve you.
Stand relieved. Good luck, Valor.
And to you. Valor out.
Channel closes.
All right.
We're receiving the logs, Commander.
Excellent. Transfer those to Mr. Taven's station. Taven, let's give me an analysis of what the Armstrong faced and what we might be dealing with. Be sure and get a tactical analysis, assuming we might be dealing with the same group of pirates.
Yes, sir. I'll get right on that.
Insight security difficulty of 1.
Can I use galactic politics since it's having to do with what's going on in the region?
This would be more like starship engagement tactics or strategy and tactics in general.
Okay. Never hurts to ask. I'll go ahead and give you 1 threat for extra die and activate bold security.
Ship assisting?
No, this is just him going through all the information. Gain 2 momentum.
And the Shran is going to pull up the course through the nebula that we'll be taking, or not nebula, through the cluster that we're going to be taking, and seeing if I can improve on the course in terms of both safety and transit time.
Yes.
Reason con difficulty of 2. System of the ship's computers plus con.
You see, Mr.
Astronavigation.
Duo?
What was that, Taven?
I was gonna let you finish your roll, and now I was gonna come in.
Okay. So take a threat for bold con in the 3rd die. Reroll the comp. And then I got the ship, which is that computers con?
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like 3 gained.
I think you can shave off a couple hours.
Yeah, I'll input that and have it queued up to transfer once I talk to this Captain Cleo? Can't read my own handwriting. The Bolian, what was his name again? Kylo?
Yes, Captain Cairo.
Cairo.
It's K-I-R-O.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
The Taven in the back is kind of consulting with Lieutenant Duo. You see here, look at these patterns on the scorch marks. It's impressive weaponry, but they didn't stick around to finish the job. Very hit and run, as you can see. Remember that when you look at your own analysis someday. As he kind of looks up to Shishran.
Anything stand out?
Yes, we just finished up our analysis. It looked like multiple Nisarken radar-type vessels. Their tactics appear to be in line with hit-and-run tactics, sir. They don't like to stick around for long.
Well, that and the Armstrong probably made sticking around unwise proposition. What were their preferred targets when it came to the freighters? Were they going after engines, trying to hold the cargo base, to let out the cargo into space? What was their apparent aim?
Let me check my notes real quick here. Ah, yes. Very distinct targeting of the engines. They perhaps wanted to slow the convoy down for leave a straggler behind.
Well, see if you can't work up some sort of tactical plan to deal with those kind of tactics. I'm guessing that they're probably they're probably capable of a little bit sharper maneuvering than we are.
Indeed, but I believe now with this analysis that I can take into account the way that they like to ambush their target and favorite targeting schemes to perhaps come up with a countermeasures to our fleet formation to make it a little more difficult.
Excellent. The Shran to Lieutenant Savell, whatever your name is.
Savell, but yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'll remember it. Sorry about that. The Shran to Lieutenant Savell.
Yes, Commander.
I'm sending down the data we have on this region of space we'll be passing through. We've got a binary star system that's going to cause some severe gravimetric distortions. It's going to knock us out of warp and cause us to proceed on impulse. See if you can't boost the ship's structural integrity field. This may be the most likely place for us to be attacked by the pirates, and it may be necessary for us to do some sharp maneuvering under these gravimetric stresses. Last thing I want is a bulkhead giving way at an inopportune moment. And I'll transfer the data about the region around the binary star system down.
Acknowledged, sir. I have the data. I will see what I can do.
Okay.
And GM, can I make an advantage with the analysis of these tactics and their ambush style to basically give us an advantage for if they attempt that style of attack?
What sort of advantage are you looking to gain?
I would like an advantage that it will be harder for them to target our escorted vessels with us basically in a protective formation.
So lower the difficulty by 1 or increase the difficulty by 1 for when they target
when they attempt to target any other ship but us.
So essentially you wanted to have the cargo vessels move in a certain pattern, so it makes it harder to defend.
Right, like we would basically put ourselves in the most likely trajectory of an ambush so that it would be very difficult for them to get a clear shot.
Okay,
At the freighters, right?
At the freighters, yes.
Yeah.
Reason plus security. Difficulty of 2. System of the ship's computers plus security.
Okay.
Or you could spend 2 momentum.
I assume after we roll, if we don't get it, we can't just do the momentum.
You either spend the 2 momentum now or you do the roll.
Okay. It'd be a 12. But I have bold security, so
Yeah, 12's not bad.
yeah. All right, so I'll give you a threat for the third die. Activate bold security. Oh, there it goes. Okay, gonna re-roll complication.
Got it.
And then I believe the ship is rowing. What was it?
Computers plus security.
Okay.
No momentum gained, but you do have the advantage that the cargo vessels have an increased difficulty of 1 to hit.
Commander, after reviewing the tactics, I believe this would be the best formation to proceed through that sector to give the lowest vulnerability to the freighters.
Understood. Transfer that to the helm as well.
Yes, they're transferring now.
Mr. Kelly, see if you can't raise Captain Kiro aboard the freighters.
Moment passes by. A bald-headed bullion appears with a great big smile. Ah, Captain of the Valor, I take it. So good to meet you.
It's Commander, actually, Kirthon Thashran. I'm first officer of the Valor, currently in command. I've got a slight course alteration that should shave just a little bit of time off of our transit of the cluster. I'm transferring that to you now. If you could have if you could pass it on to the rest of the captains.
Sure. Can handle that. Tell me, are you related to the Shran?
Thishran from
Yeah, in the history
the early,
books. Yes, the one who worked with Archer.
not directly, no. Shran is not an uncommon clan name on Andoria. If I am related to them, it is probably something like an 8th cousin 6 times removed. But as far as I know, there's no direct connection.
I thought I would ask.
Of course.
My
Is there
navigation
anything-
officer tells me we're going to be in for a bumpy ride when we pass between the binary stars. Those gravimetric waves are going to be a fun ride.
Indeed, I'm having my engineer see what he can do to reinforce our structural security, our structural integrity fields. Suggest you do the same for yourself and the rest of the ships. We'll also be sending over a flight pattern for the convoy formation, where, according to our analysis of the pirates' attack, this pattern and our positions within it should enable us to provide maximum cover for all the ships in the convoy. I'd appreciate it if you could make sure that the other captains keep to the formation.
I'll do my best. I will send over the plan and have them follow it straight through.
Excellent. What's the status of the ships that undertook damage during the last pirates attacks?
Nothing I was told that they couldn't handle. They had realigned their warp matrix, but my understanding it's back online. There was power fluctuations on the other cargo freighter, but I'm sure because she's an Andorian. Well, you know, Andorian women, she'll get it done.
True enough. Well then, Captain, once the formation is assumed, we'll be ready to leave when you are. The maximum warp for the convoy is
Warp 7.
warp 7. Very well. Until we head out, I'll talk to you soon, Captain.
Will do. Thank you, Commander Strand. The Strand.
Let us know if we can do anything to help you.
Will do.
Valor out.
Anything else you guys wish to do?
Savella, you gonna work on the structural integrity?
Yeah. I was just about to ask if there was going to be a role for that one.
What sort of advantage are you wanting to create?
Perhaps have our structural integrity being able to. The structural integrity is supposed to be able to resist the effects of the nebula, or was it the?
So this binary star pair, they're in sort of more of a close formation, and they're creating strong gravimetric, waves.
Okay.
Nothing like when like two black holes appear, right? Or
Okay.
It's enough to affect subspace, and cause some difficulties when flying, in close proximity of this pair.
All right. Can I create an advantage to where the structural integrity can also resist pirate weapons like disruptor fire better as well, just in case if shields
That
go
would
down?
be a modulate shield, which I think that's a tactical.
Oh, okay. Well, it's worth a shot. So I can't do anything for the structural integrity in that regard then.
If you want, you can create the advantage that it, lowers the difficulty by 1 to perform the task the first time around, or a reroll. If you're looking for an in-game mechanic reason.
All right. Yeah, sure. I can make it a little bit lower difficulty.
So this will be a control plus engineering difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's computers plus engineering.
And I don't have any focuses involved, so I'm going to go ahead. Daring or control?
Control.
Control. 2. Good. Okay, I do have bold engineering, so I guess I'll just go ahead and take advantage of that. I'll give you 1 threat for 3 days. Just in case. Alright, well, never mind. Guess I didn't have to reroll anything.
Ship assisting?
Computers plus engineering.
Oof.
Hey.
Gaining momentum.
Do you have technical expertise?
No, I do not.
Okay. We've got 6. We can spend 2 to quash it if you want.
Yes, go ahead. I think it's all the badgering I do about the ship.
The ship remembers.
That's right.
Anything else?
So that was for the
It's
what did that?
Structural.
it's a one-time lower difficulty for modulate shield task.
Okay, so are you going to try and give us any bonuses for, dealing with the gravimetric shear?
I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
Like your ship will, all the ships are gonna be able to handle the stress of it. It's not like you're flying between two black holes, so it's more along the lines. It just makes piloting and essentially sensor navigation a little bit more difficult.
Fair enough.
Maybe the impulse engines make us a little bit more maneuverable.
You can certainly try.
All right. Oh, is that something we can do?
It's only during combat.
Oh, okay. So I can't do it now. All right.
And the Shran will call down to sick bay. The Shran to Dr. Yimond.
Dr. Yamond here.
Doctor, we're going to be passing through an area of space with severe gravimetric shear. You might want to be prepared for bumps, bruises, and the occasional broken limb among the crew. The ship should be able to handle it fine, but we may get the ride may get a little rough.
I'll be sure to have my medical team be prepared for anything that comes our way.
Excellent. Thank you, Doctor. GM, how long once we start until we hit that region of space?
A couple hours.
Okay. I'll hit the all call button. This is the Shran. In approximately 2 standard hours, we will be entering a region of space with high gravimetric shear. All non-essential items and equipment should be properly stowed. The ship should be prepared for rough weather. I will provide a warning and we will go to blue alert upon nearing the area of disturbance. Make sure everything is battened down and secured. The Shran out.
Convoy reports ready to head out.
All right. Assume formation. Let's get this show on the road. Warp factor 7.
And scene change. You drop out of warp just before you start hitting the interference, so that way there's not a jolt from suddenly losing warp bubble.
All right. Blue alert.
I should organize my stuff better.
Mr. Kelly, keep a sharp eye out on sensors. I know they're going to be affected somewhat, but do your best.
Aye, Commander.
Look at our stubby little ship.
And you come out of warp as you begin traveling through the region of space. So far, it seems a little calm. There's a little turbulence every now and then from the gravimetric waves.
All right, I'd like to. Oh,
Commander,
there's the red alert
picking up 3 hostiles on long
on
range
screen.
sensors.
Red alert. Shields up. Mr. Kelly, hail them.
No response. They're
Open
charging
frequencies.
weapons.
This is the Federation starship Valor to unknown vessels. Stand down. Repeat, stand down. This convoy is under Starfleet protection. If you do not lower your weapons and alter your approach vector, we will engage. Valor out.
They're charging weapons, Commander, and they're moving to an intercept course.
I assume our shields are already up.
Yeah.
All right, people. Our job is to stay with the convoy. Keep them covered, get these supplies where they need to be. Everybody look sharp. Do your best. And I'll be buying the drinks on Starbase 211.
Remember, Commander, they usually like to go after the engines.
Understood. Let them come to us when they're in prime phaser range. When they're in prime phaser range, fire as they bear.
Yes, sir.
So you're holding position?
Yes, staying covering the convoy because I don't want to get drawn away from the ships we're supposed to protect.
It is anyway, you guys go first, so
Can we do a guard action as a ship?
no.
Can we do attack maneuvers?
You can do a maneuver for evasive action or attack pattern.
I recommend we go on the offensive, sir, with attack pattern. If we bloody their noses hard enough and quick enough, might end the battle before it starts.
Perhaps, but I'm afraid if we allow these 3 to draw us out of position, there may be others lurking on the flanks or to the rear. Our primary job is to protect the freighters, even if that means we get chewed up a little bit. Override costs what? A momentum?
Override is an increased difficulty.
Okay.
What are you trying to override, though?
The con, so I can use one of my talents.
Okay.
And I have multitasking, so I can use my con, but I would have used my con anyway. So what I want to do is evasive action.
All right. That's going to be a daring plus con assisted by the ship structure plus con. Difficulty of 2.
Okay. take a threat for bold and the third die.
And the captain will walk onto the bridge here in a few minutes.
Okay.
The sound of the red alert.
Okay, I'm trying to re-roll that 0. There it goes. And then the ship was structure con.
Yes, structure con. 2 momentum gained.
Okay, I'm going to spend those to activate. Oops, that's the ship, not me. To activate precise evasion, so that we do not suffer the increased difficulty to attack normally caused by evasive action. So we get the evade bonus, but not the attack penalty. And when the captain walks on the bridge, I will move to the con station. Three Nausicaan raider vessels on course for the convoy. So sir, weapons hot. We have maintained a formation and position to put us in the best position to intercept oncoming ships before they can hit the freighters. I've ordered evasive action, but we are holding near the convoy so as not to get drawn out.
Thank you, Commander. Let's mop this up and head up back. Keep on.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Turn passes either to them, or are you guys keeping the initiative?
We have 3 momentum, so we can.
I guess the biggest question is what are we going to do with both of them outside of our range right now, though?
I might recommend just let them have their turn, come in, and we can use the momentum for later.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Let's see if they can pull this off.
Ooh, okay. Since I just read this, I don't know if you allow this, Jim, but I could spend 2 more momentum to increase the difficulty of attacks against us by a further 1 because of the ship's improved impulse drive. That would mean that we up their difficulty to hit us by 2, but we don't suffer any attack penalty because of the Shran's talent.
If you wish to spend the momentum, you can.
Okay, guys.
Sure.
I don't see why not.
Harder to hit is better.
Yep, so I think their difficulty goes up by 2 now.
One of the vessel's impulses on top of you, or well, in medium range of the Valor. Do I want to keep? No, it passes back to you guys.
Shall I light them up?
Of course, Commander Tavin.
Control plus security, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security, difficulty of 3.
Who's rolling for the ship?
You got it, Cap?
I don't think he's.
Yeah, I got it. Just give me a moment.
It doesn't
Sure.
show you in the game, by the way.
Oh.
All right, so I will give you 1 threat for 3rd die. Focus in shipboard tactical systems,
Yes.
which will also activate bold security. Re-rolling the complication.
Weapons security from the ship. 1 momentum is gained. You can fire the phaser array.
Do you want me to fire it, or did you?
Sorry, I
do it?
didn't realize I was muted. Do we have to call area spread before the hit
Yes.
roll, or okay? I'm not used to arrays. Our phasers don't hit all that hard as they are. Do you guys want to dump power into it?
How much? Yeah, that was our whole build, was to have oodles of power.
So right now, base they're doing 7. We get 1 more challenge die per point of power spent. We're currently at 14.
Let's put 3 power in.
That work for you, Cap?
Works for me and is a reasonable amount.
Okie dokie.
And what are we
Count
using
total
our
of 9.
versatile?
1 second. So I'm kind of total of 9. That's gonna be 1 breach. Their shields are still up.
We do have 2 versatile. We could put 1 piercing and 1 vicious, or
It's either piercing or extra damage.
oh,
Or you could do devastating attack.
If we
Or
do
2.
devastating, would that get us another breach?
Not necessary.
devastating's like what, half of the original
Yes.
damage?
Half rounded up. Did a total of 9, so 5. Subtract resistance, which
Right.
would be a total of 3.
But if we use the other point for pierces, because we have 2.
You
Yeah.
do have the versatile, so yes.
So if we do 1 devastate, 1 pierce.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, no. So devastating attack is 2 momentum spent. So it would be both versatiles.
Ah, I see.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we spend a momentum for piercing and do versatile, devastating? That should get the same effect
Yeah.
because you get 2 piercing for each momentum.
So that's 3 from the devastating.
Wait, just real quick before we do that, to do a second attack, like quick action or whatever it's called.
It's 2
do you need
momentum.
one?
It's 2 momentum or your determination spent.
Right. Or, we could just.
I would recommend holding on to that then and just do piercing and extra damage with first vicious.
It would be extra damage. It wouldn't make it vicious. Just get an extra point of damage.
Yeah. Just because if I have the 2 momentum, I can do swift
Sure.
task.
So yeah, do piercing and extra damage with the versatile.
Their shields are still up.
Okay. I'd recommend we spend the 2 to keep the initiative, and then if the captain directs, you could fire again.
Would that work? I mean, with swift
Yeah.
task or?
Well, it's not a swift task. We're just spending to keep the initiative, and then since the captain hasn't gone, but you have, if the captain directs you to fire again, then you can fire again just like regular. Plus, you get an assist from the captain's whatever plus command.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, does the captain want to do that or hold on to that little?
I mean, that was kind of my idea to do as well. So.
Okay, then we'll do that.
All right, here's the 2 momentum then. It's been too long since I've done Starship Combat.
Yeah, and basically the captain's gonna go, keep firing, Mr. Tavin.
Oh, what was the breach, by the way?
Didn't roll for it, but it's sensors.
Okay.
Poke your eye out.
I wish to direct my shot at their sensors.
That's going to be an increased difficulty. So difficulty of 4.
Okay.
Control plus security, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security. Are you doing spread?
And what does spread do?
It's like devastating attack.
Is
Same
it
thing.
free?
It's free. Yes, spread is free.
What is there any reason not to do it? I mean, why would you not always?
If you're going for broke, you would do it. If you're trying to disable them, then you would not do spread because it is a potential breach on another system.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll do spread. So yeah, we're doing spread. Giving you 3 threat for 2 extra dice.
Are you still targeting?
Yes, targeting sensors.
Difficulty of 4. Control security, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security, plus the assist from the captain, with presence command.
There we go.
It's very nice.
2 momentum gained. 3 momentum gained.
Can you imagine if the other 2 ones were 2s?
Captain, are you able to roll on your character sheet in Roll20?
I'm trying right now. There.
Yep.
I think
We
it
don't
came
even
through.
see you in the game.
Yeah, well, it
That's
may not come
weird.
through. It may not even come through if we don't see it.
Yeah. Should we put power into this again?
We can. We are at 10 out of a maximum of 15. We do have a ship talent that lets us get more power back when we do that restore power action, though.
So, yeah, someone's gonna have to roll for me. I can see what's going on in the game, but apparently no one can see me. So,
Okay. Prax can.
I can pull it up.
try this one more time.
And now it shows up. 4 momentum.
That's weird. You don't see me in the game, but you see my rolls.
You just popped up, so I'm
Yeah,
blaming.
you just popped up.
I'm blaming your internet connection. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. 4 momentum gained. Roll damage with whatever power you're adding to it. Remember, you can only add 2 additional power to the shot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. I guess 2.
That'll be a total cost of 3 power.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Okay.
shot itself costs 1.
Ah, right. So yeah, I had 2 power.
Captain, you got the ship now?
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
Just that. And guessing that the power or that the dice deal's already been. There. Okay, hold on.
I haven't taken away for the shot we're taking now, and there's, but I
got
did.
it.
Okay. And I didn't put anything in the phaser raise for this shot either.
Do math here real quick.
You're doing total 9 challenge dice worth of
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. Should be I think it's a 7 in the phaser raise
No,
deal.
it should be 2. You're just adding 2. Because the sheet automatically calculates the scale and security.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be
different.
rolling a ton of dice. Or the
Pew pew pew.
It's like one shot will just decimate an entire ship.
Captain, we seem to have acquired transphasic weapons.
I called cheats on that.
That's not cheats.
No, I haven't seen the roll yet. So, roll hasn't come through. I meant the extra dice with the transphasic.
Yeah.
That was referring to that comment.
Just say, oh, that's why. Yeah, it's my stupid internet connection. 0 effect, 2 effect, 1 effect, 1 effect.
I
in a second.
I guess screenshot it.
Oh, fat cat, you've got to go.
Even they're taking a minute.
The roll is in the ether.
Apparently, it's a good one.
Yeah, I heard lots of facts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 5 effects and then a 2, a 1, and a 1. So 5 plus 4, 9.
Yeah, I don't see you in the game anymore.
Looks like he just
There
popped
it goes.
right back in. Okay.
Ah. Oh, yes, that's very nice. Oh.
Got a total of 9. That is enough for the breach plus a random breach. I'm not going to bother calculating spread. That will destroy instantaneously because there will be another breach on the spread.
Raz, blaming the tads.
As Data in Star Trek Generation does. Yes.
Turn passes to them.
That should,
Already kept the initiative.
No, I think we can see if they want to come and play after what they saw what happened to their friend.
Threat for that. 2 threat for a keep the initiative. It's a difficulty of 4. Why not?
Yeah, because we got sweet evasive action going on.
Aw.
Dang it. Dang it.
I get a threat. Oh my god.
So focused on getting this shot that they forgot to actually power the weapons all the
It's
way
a
up.
perfect hit.
Well, it's versatile too, so there we go. Much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 1 to your shields. The other versatile, let's go to piercing. So 3 to shields. And I'll spend a threat for another versatile for the piercing, which that should be total of 5 to shields, which makes it a breach. To structure. Uh-oh. Rolling 1
Somebody's
challenge dice.
getting blown up.
No effect.
No main characters hit.
Turn passes to you guys, the captain, the chief of security, and the commander has gone.
So that
Probably-
just leaves me and Saval.
Yeah, and not a bad time for maybe Saval to do restore power while we got some momentum and can get back a bunch with our ship's talent. But he's at dinner.
The doctor can go.
Yeah.
Do you wish to go,
Okay.
doctor? In sickbay, you have injuries start pouring in as the ship has taken some damage. If you wish, you can roll a daring plus medicine at a difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's computers plus medicine. In which case, you can choose a department to get a free reroll of 1d20.
I'm sorry. In which case I could choose what? You cut out there.
Okay, sorry. You get to choose a department to get a free reroll of 1d20.
Okay. Let's see. And the roll is what?
Daring plus medicine, difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's computers plus medicine. Or if you want, you can take control of a supporting character and use that instead.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make the daring medicine roll.
Okay.
You guys mind if I buy an extra dice with momentum, seeing as I have cautious?
Sure.
Okay. I'll buy one more or with momentum, activating cautious.
With that cautious spend, you can re-roll that complication.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
All right, and there's the computers medicine from the ship.
Yep.
All right.
Same score.
Which department do you wish to give the free reroll to?
I'm thinking maybe security, since we could probably fire back then, or probably make sure we can hit better.
So yes, so when you use the ship you can re-roll a security task that's done on the ship.
Excellent.
Do you wish to keep the initiative, or do you wish it to pass to them?
I would say, well, do we have anyone that still needs to go, or is it back to top if we keep it?
I still have the rest of them to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and without the engineer here, I mean, we can activate a supporting character to do that restore power task.
I'm just asking if you
But-
wish to spend the 2 momentum to keep the initiative to activate his supporting character.
I think we should just let them go and keep the momentum for when we need it, but
Yeah,
that's up-
I tend to agree.
All right. Last other Nausicaan Raider. Well, the same one. He hasn't been hit yet. And your shields aren't down, so do this. 2. I'll throw a threat at it. Got it.
Now, and we still get all our difficulty increases from the hit us until my next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Till the next round. So
Right.
unless you wish to go at the very end, you can keep until the end of next round.
Yeah.
The Nausicaan Raider in front of you has done a scan for weakness upon you. And I don't think it was sensors science, but it doesn't matter.
okay. So it goes back to us then.
Yeah,
So I say we. What?
Sorry, no, it was commenting to myself that roll for the Nausicaan ship wouldn't matter. It was off by 1.
So I suggest we activate Shazaret since our engineer is at dinner, and then maybe have her do a restore power task.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh,
Yep.
well
There
then
he
you
is.
haven't gone yet.
All
Good
right.
timing.
Okay.
So it is your turn, and I'm suggesting that you do a restore power task because our ship has a talent that lets us spend momentum to get extra power back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Restore power. That will be a daring or control plus engineering with a difficulty of 2. No assist from the ship.
All right. Let's see, talents that can help. Difficulties too.
Difficulty is 2.
Okay. I don't believe I have any talents that could possibly help. Not sure why I chose some of them, but let's see. Okay. And difficulties. I'll give you 1 thread, actually bold, for 3 dice, and let's see what happens. Control, or is it daring?
Control or daring. You choose.
Control. I'll just give you control because it's slightly better. Okay.
You gain a momentum. You get back 2 points of power. I believe you have the improved power.
And we can get an additional 2 for each momentum we spend. So we've got 4.
Okay.
Right now, the Valor with the 2 we just gained is at 9 out of a maximum of 15.
Can we try to do a swift task to gain more?
Well,
or is that not
we can
necessary?
spend for every momentum we spend that the ship's talent lets us get 2 more power back instead of just 1 per momentum.
It's 3 momentum. And you're back at max power. If you want to do that.
Oh, We're back at max power. Oh,
if
okay.
you spend 3 momentum.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I'd say at least keep 1 momentum so I can at least activate my cautious when my turn comes around.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 there.
All right. We're back at max.
All right. It passes back to them.
And they've done a scan for weakness.
Yeah, but it's only with the 1 ship.
Yeah, but you're rolling good tonight. See?
Really good tonight.
Jeez.
So I'm spending like threat to activate, special things with them. So the other one passes. I will, since you're down a player, allow you to activate 1 supporting character activate a supporting character for this, as long as it's within science.
It has to be what?
Science.
Oh, it has to be science? Okay.
I think Kelly has got more activations and stuff. Yeah.
You wish Kelly to do.
We can scan them for weaknesses right back.
Which one?
We could also do shield modulation.
That would be an override.
Yeah, it's tactical.
Oh, okay.
Probably won't be a bad idea to scan for weaknesses, at least on the guy who attacked us last.
Yep, let's return the favor on the one that scanned for weaknesses for us.
All right.
Job, I think.
That
Doc,
will...
you want to grab Kelly and play him?
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to be a control plus science assisted by the ship's security or sensors plus security, a difficulty of 2.
Okay. Let's see.
And
2.
since you're activating him, you can give him another something.
Oh.
I mean, you certainly don't have to.
It doesn't have to be right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe use the last momentum to at least re-roll the 0.
You can't do that.
Oh, I can't.
You
You gotta call it.
You have to call it.
And I think he's got bold anyway.
Sensors plus security with the ship.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he does have bold. Okay. I didn't see that. Sorry.
But it did succeed. There's no momentum generated from the roll. Thanks to the ship. They currently have you have a scan for weakness on them.
Now, mechanically, what does that do?
Mechanically, before when the succeeds at the vessel's next attack before the end of the sensor operator's next turn, so you have to do it before that character goes. The ship gains piercing 2 quality, ignoring 2 of the target's resistance per effect rolled. Further, if any D20s are purchased for that next attack, it inflicts a +1 damage for each bonus D20 you purchase. So if you decide to say, if you buy an extra dice, you get 1 extra challenge dice worth of damage. If you buy essentially, it's not per momentum, but like if you buy up to 3 extra dice, you get extra 3 challenge dice to roll for the damage.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. With that, though, it goes the last 2 turns for the Nausicaan Raiders. Difficulty 2. They got some freighters to go after, but you're in the way. That's not good for you guys.
Except for when the GM rolls like a champ.
Christmas.
The other Raiders does a scan for weakness and is now targeting its weapons. I have all this threat. Might as well. Oof. That's a whiff.
Got it. Oh.
Nope. Difficulty 4 with you guys.
Oh, it's after us. Okay.
Because
I
my
thought you were
fancy
getting
flying.
Ah, so close.
Tran puts the ship through a corkscrew roll.
That is it for the Gnosticans. The now turn passes back to you guys. It is the start of the next round of combat.
So we've got scan for weaknesses on this boy.
All right. So I will target that one, assuming you want me to go.
Anybody can go.
Well, I'll go if nobody has any challenge to that.
No, and don't forget, you also have that security reroll I gave you.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So I will give you 3 threat for the 2 extra die.
Okay.
And that also activates the bowl of security, tactical systems for focus. Re-rolling.
It is a difficulty 3, so one.
And we can. And I was gonna say, since it's a security roll for the Valor, we could probably re-roll that.
That is true, I believe.
Yeah, because I did declare security, right?
Yeah. So I'm re-rolling the ship 0. Let's hope. Yay.
2 momentum gained? Actually, it doesn't say. Just says a re-roll.
Well, Bolt gave 1 re-roll, and we used security, so that the ship was the second re-roll.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't say like if it's the character or the ship. Or both.
Yeah.
That's the thing that bugs me about that. Okay. So you bought 2 extra dice, so you can add 2 extra damage to the phaser. Are you doing spread with this?
Spread, and let's put in the 2 extra power.
So we're gonna add an extra 4 challenge dice total to the attack. So 3 power is being spent.
Down to 12.
Whoever has the sheet.
Okay.
That'll have
Oh.
to be you, Commander.
Sorry, wrong button. There we go.
Oh, hello.
And what does the scan for weaknesses do for the effect? Hold on,
Hold
I've
on.
got it right here.
It's 2 piercing, so you're doing 6 piercing right now.
So I guess extra damage then with our versatile.
I count 11. Let me count the base here, guys, first before we go. That's 2 breaches. Just from the initial hit.
If you're doing 11, I'd recommend
Hold up.
doing
Hold up. So after that, I am now calculating spread. So you did 11. We round up to 12. It's 6 damage. With each effect, you can after that, so total of 8. Minus, which the resistance has gone down, so that's total of 4. You do have the 2 versatile from the spread attack.
Well, and didn't we get extra damage for buying dice? Or is that already in? That's already in.
It's already
Yeah.
calculated. Now, my question is, with the first 2 versatile, what do you wish to spend that on?
Say damage just to see if we can get a 3rd breach.
You're not going to be able to get any more breaches because there's already 2.
Oh, okay.
Let's do Devastating.
Devastating.
Okay. For the spread, where are you spending the versatile on? Because you're currently doing 4.
Piercing.
Oh, we're already doing 6 piercing, aren't we?
The piercing's not calculated with the spread.
Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah, piercing. Why not?
I'm not doing the rest of the math because that's enough to blow it up.
And I
Hopefully,
wish to do a swift task and use my fire at will to fire at the third ship.
Fire at will. Only effect for ground combat. It's ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
It's not starship combat.
Okay.
We can spend 2 to keep the initiative, and the captain can direct you again. Or wait, do you have crisis management cap?
Do actually.
I mean, you
Yep.
could also spend and do a swift task.
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
if you want. You can spend 2 momentum.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do 2 momentum.
This is going to be
Swift task.
a control plus security. This is by the ship's weapons plus security. Difficulty of 4. With the swift task,
Okay.
which you'll be spending 2 momentum to do.
There's
Okay.
the task.
And I will give you 3 threat for 2 extra dice. And bold security again.
1 momentum gained, 2 momentum gained. Is this spread?
Yes.
Are you adding power to the shot?
2 power.
So 3 total
Down
power
to
being
9.
spent. Make sure in the dice that you're only adding 2.
Got it.
I count
So-
a total of 9 damage.
Mhm.
That is currently doing 6 damage to the ship. That is enough for 1 breach.
Shall we?
Well, we have the versatile, right?
Right, which means we can do extra damage.
Or piercing.
Right. Well, and we did spread, right?
Yes.
I haven't calculated that yet, so
Right, but if we did extra damage, that would up our total damage to 11, which would round up to 12 for the spread.
it doesn't calculate into spread, I don't
Oh, okay.
think.
I think our best bet is piercing and damage.
Okay.
Because that gets us 3 extra.
So you're doing piercing and extra damage.
Yep.
Their shields are still up.
Okay. And then what does our spread do?
Spread is 9. You round up to 10, so that is base 5. Subtract 3, so 2. Don't count the first effect, so there's no other additional effects on the roll. So yeah, currently it's doing 2, which is enough to drop its shields for a second breach. You have the 2 versatile from the spread.
You think these Nausicaans now would practice the better part of Valor?
So we
So-
still got the versatile to spend on the spread, right?
Yes, you have the versatile from that. It is counted as an additional attack.
Right.
So devastating.
That's gonna. Well, we've already got the breach. I don't know that we can actually get to another breach
Say
from.
piercing because since you're only doing the drop shield breach, if you hit 5, you get a second breach.
Yeah,
You're
that's
currently
good.
doing 2, so
Yeah, let's do piercing,
Thought we were okay.
which should bring us up to 4, right, Prax?
piercing bring it up to 4.
Let's spend 1 momentum to bring it up to 5. And if I'm right, that should get the second breach.
Yes, that will give you the second breach. And this ship is disabled, floating aimlessly in space.
Perhaps they'd like to talk now, Captain.
Them board.
You're cutting out.
They'll talk now. Have them come aboard. Come aboard.
You want to have them come aboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Taven, send a security team to transporter room 1, beam the survivors aboard, and prepare to take them into custody.
Very well.
Be sure and use full weapons filters on the transporter buffers.
Might I recommend having Mr. or Lieutenant Duo take tactical, and I'll assume command over the prisoners? Or would you like me to stay at my post?
That would be fine, Commander.
Which one?
You're assuming command of the group in transporter room 1.
Very well. I will take command of the security team. Lieutenant Duo, you have tactical.
I'm just double checking something real quick to make sure. We got because we're still technically in combat, so.
Okay.
I guess Duo will respond, say yes, sir, and takes the tactical seat.
Hold up 1 second.
Yeah, because if we're still in combat, Taven's already taken his action. I had to give that to Zeres and Duo.
I wish they would lay out the book better. Sorry, guys. Okay. We are out of combat.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Duo will, or Lieutenant Duo will take over tactical as I head down to take charge of our prisoners.
Do you want to spend for a security team?
Yeah, probably a good idea to have. It'll help.
Yeah, it'd be kind of ambitious to take everyone in custody by yourself.
That will be a momentum and threat spend.
Okay. I assume I have my Type 2 phaser.
Yes.
I wish to, before they beam over, have it out and basically aimed in the general direction of where they're going to be beaming in, should there be any problems.
That's the wrong one again.
We have some really big security officers. I need to get them on some PT.
I've been listening to the audiobook of Star Trek New Frontier, and I'm thinking immediately Zach Kebron, who's supposed to be like a big brute.
Shuzette goes, I'm only detecting one Nausicaan life sign.
Very well. Beam them over. Please
Control.
check for weapons.
Yeah, transfer base difficulty 2, not for a pass. 3. Control plus engineering says by the ship's sensors plus engineering difficulty of 2.
All right.
Unless you have, I don't think you have advanced sensors.
Yeah, we got the other sensors. So she'll give you a threat for a third die and to activate bold engineering. Transporters and replicators for a focus. Nope, that was her, not the Valor. She'll re-roll one of the zeros. No help. And then the Valor. Sensors engineering.
Sensors engineering. Gain a momentum. Ah!
Welcome aboard. As I keep my phaser pointed at him.
You know what? They're not bright. He's gonna lunge at you.
Can I shoot? Or
I'm spending 2 threat for him to go first.
okay.
Out of the frying pan into the fire, right?
Well, you know, it's Nausicaans. Not too bright sometimes. Pose daring security. Leaps onto you.
Okay. Hand-to-hand combat.
Yep.
Okay, I will give you a threat for a third die.
Spend that back.
Re-rolling.
Gain a momentum. roll unarmed damage, which should be a total of 6 challenge dice.
I'll use a momentum to reroll to 3.
Okay. Well, he's definitely knocked down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total of 3 stress being taken.
That will be quite enough, sir. As I kind of backhand him as he comes at me.
He's still up on the ground.
Oh.
Prone.
Can I go airborne in here?
Not really.
Okay. I thought I'd ask.
I wouldn't have thought that could be possible in a starship.
You are in close range, and currently you're at 2 momentum.
All right, so I guess I will give him a kick if he's looks like he's still aggressive.
He's an Oscan. Don't they always look aggressive?
Well, thus I'm gonna kick him. All right, so I assume is that daring security?
It's definitely opposed daring security. There is some bonus because he's prone.
Now, would I have advantage or I don't know how that since he's prone. Kick a Nausicaan when they're down.
Don't forget you got a security team you can use to create advantages and stuff, lower difficulties, whatever.
What's the roll gonna look like?
I just looked this up the other day, and I can't find it again. Ugh. The layout of this book sometimes.
I gotta say is he better not mess up my feathers after I just got them fluffed.
How long has it been since we've been on Ryza?
Not very. I'd have to look at the star dates.
I was thinking at least a couple days.
You get 2 bonus momentum during the attacks, but it's still opposed daring security.
Okay. So I will give you 1 threat for extra die. Can I increase his difficulty with my security advantage or whatever you want to call it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It is a tie currently. Unless you wish to reroll the 0.
I will with my bold security.
Gain a momentum, so you're back at 3. Roll damage. Nausicaan
Alright.
tries to sweep the leg. Currently, that is 3 stress. You have 2 bonus momentum because he's prone.
I guess I will use the 2 momentum to add to it so that it gets to 5.
You can do 1 for piercing, which will make it 5, and then you still have a bonus.
Do we get to keep that, or does that go away after
That
this?
goes away.
So I guess I'll do 1 for piercing, and what other than damage, what else can I use it for?
That'd be about it.
Okay. I guess
Reroll
I'll...
those 2 zeros.
You can reroll those 2 zeros if you want to try to do more damage.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Kick him harder.
And you did. Considerably.
And you try to sleep awake, and you flap your wings as you jump up and like kind of do a crow kick.
Wah!
And he goes out, and he's out cold.
And I'll turn over and look over at the ensign. If you would, please remove this to the brig. And then I'll tap my little communicator. Taven to sickbay.
Dr. Yaman here.
The prisoner fell and will require assistance.
Is that code for you knocked him out cold?
He fell.
Right. GM, how wrapped up am I in sickbay since ship combat?
The injuries were kind of minor, so
Okay. I'll make my way to the brig with a medical kit, Commander.
Very good. Yes, he fell and rolled off the ledge and hit his ribs pretty good on the second fall.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to treat him.
I really feel like this should be a roll, but
You talk about a deception roll?
Hello.
Doctor, you get over to the brig with your medkit in hand.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, let's see what the damage is. I'm gonna run a medical diagnostic on him.
Reason plus medicine, difficulty of 1.
Reason medicine, difficulty 1. Task roll. I'm just gonna make a straight up. Yeah, might as well.
Gain a momentum. Besides the apparent abrasions along his chest, and a very minute abrasion along his head, he is fine for the most part. He's got some burns, but it's to be expected after being in a ship battle.
Well, is there any indication that this guy will wake up with a headache?
Probably.
Right. I'm just gonna treat the abrasions and the burn, leave the potential headache for him. Commander
Very good.
Taven, let's just say Taven's somewhat rubbing off on him at this point.
Okay.
Commander Taven, if you'd like to have my back while I go in and work on him.
Taven kind of looks at him unconscious. Sure.
And then I'll ask the security chief to drop the force field.
And the security field drops.
Walk in and start getting to work on him. I think you have the wrong character here. Oh, thank you.
Sorry.
That's not a big deal. I just say that because I couldn't move him. So I'll go ahead and start working on him.
I stand close by.
Control medicine, difficulty of 1. Gain a momentum.
Okay.
You used the redermal generator. You patch him up the best you could. Do you wish to wake him up?
Commander Taven, do you want to interrogate this guy?
Might be nice to know if we should expect any more of his friends.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and use a hypo spray. I don't know what exactly the exact chemical is called, but I'll use a hypo spray to wake him up. Wait till I get the science book, then I'll probably know.
And once you inject him, I kind of nod for you to kind of get out of dodge.
I'll step back behind the force field perimeter.
Do you stay in the brig with him?
I
Might as
do,
well.
and I tell him to raise the force field behind me.
The Nausicaan slowly wakes up. Ah!
Shall we go round 2? I would hate for you to fall again.
Presence
After I
security
after I-
opposed.
After I just got done making him look all pretty.
Daring, security,
Opposed.
1 threat for you. I assume hand to hand again.
No, this is more like this isn't like you're trying to do an intimidation, okay? On
Okay.
him.
I
So-
assume negotiation doesn't work on this.
No.
Okay. Survival?
No.
All right. All right. So no focus. Daring, security. 1 extra
No,
dice
it's
with threat.
presence security.
Oh, presence security. Sorry.
What's your presence?
7. So it'd be a 12.
2 successes there. You can re-roll the third.
Okay.
Gain a momentum. Is he about ready to attack you? He's just like, what do you want?
Is it just the 3 ships that have been attacking, or should we expect more of your friends to be showing up at some point?
We're everywhere. Can't stop us. You should go home while you have a
Yes,
chance.
yes. I know.
Leave
You're
the
everywhere.
cargo for us.
You know, your ship's just sitting out there. If we deem that it'll probably be used in pirating actions, we'll probably have to blow it up. But if you could prove that you've changed your ways and willing to work with Starfleet, your vessel might be salvaged.
I heard Starfleet doesn't pay.
Well, you'll have to just assume that us not blowing up your ship will have to be payment for services rendered. And that's a big if. So I suggest you make the information very enticing.
There's too many of us for you to handle. Put it that way.
I see. And where is the next point that you were planning to attack if this attack failed?
I'm not purview to that information.
And you say that there's too many. Roughly, how many are we talking? Another 3? 5? 50? What?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Really? You have an entire fleet the size of Starfleet?
You asked.
Well, I guess you didn't need that ship after all.
Do your worst.
Commander Tarvin, I could possibly whip up a truth serum, make him talk.
I don't think that would be under Starfleet regulations for drugging a prisoner.
Probably not. It's just a thought.
I kind of give a little nod back to have them lower the force field as I keep facing the Nausicaan, and then once it drops, I kind of take a step backwards out, and then give a nod to bring it back up.
Force field comes back up. The Nausicaan just kind of looks at you, grunting. Could be smiling. You don't know.
Well, that gave us some information.
And I will head to the bridge to basically give my report.
I'll proceed to head back to sickbay.
I assume that he was searched for tools and whatnot.
Yeah, you clean them up. You know,
Yeah.
there's other than the clothes he's wearing, there's nothing on him.
Okay. Commander. Or captain, depending on who's sitting in the chair at the moment. Captain, you're muted if you are talking. I guess we'll go with Commander.
What'd you find out, Commander?
We took the prisoner to Brig, cleaned him up after his nasty fall in the transporter room. Upon regaining consciousness, he seemed to just want to boast about them having a large fleet and potentially planning further attacks on convoys.
Were you able to get any information out of him about the sensor net that Starfleet Intelligence suspects may be out here?
Was that his or our sensor net?
The Starfleet Intelligence thinks that the rise in pirate attacks may be connected to a sensor net in place by like a third party that may be allied with the Cardassians.
Ah, okay. I thought we had the sensor. Okay, never mind. He did not mention anything about the sensor net.
Mr. Kelly, now that we're out of combat for the moment, see if the sensors can. I know it's a mess out there, but the Valor's got advanced sensors. See if we can't maybe detect any sign of this sensor net that Starfleet Intelligence warned us about.
Reason plus science. Difficulty of 1, assisted by the ship's or sensors plus science.
Yeah. Okay. Reason science, right?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and give you a threat to activate bold. Reroll one of the 2s.
Two momentum gate.
Does he have technical expertise?
Let me check. Yes, he does.
Then we can reroll the ship if you want.
Well, we can go ahead and re-roll the ship. Why not?
There we go.
3 momentum gained.
How many?
3 total. It was difficulty 1.
Okay.
You're not detecting any of these sensor arrays, or at least supposed sensor arrays, but you are detecting multiple warp signatures that are not warp, impulse signatures that are in a decay.
Commander, I'm detecting multiple impulse signatures. They're currently in a state of decay. Hey, though.
Any idea what that could be?
If I could take a wild guess, probably more Nausicaans.
The Shreyan as a helmsman, does he know what that might mean?
Are they
Can
all
you think-
aligning like one direction, like they're going somewhere, or?
No.
Well, they're decaying is the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to find out what that might indicate.
Warp impulse signatures typically decay over time because the atoms disperse.
Okay. Do they seem to be coming from the same direction?
For momentum.
Sure, we got a float for that roll with the ship sensors.
Yeah.
Actually, we have at least 2 float.
They do not seem to be coming from one particular direction. They seem to be more of like in a patrol pattern.
Commander, do you think we might be able to? I don't know. How big is that ship that's disabled out there? Would it fit in a shuttle bay?
I doubt it. I figure it's at least scale 3.
Perhaps we could send over a engineering team to retrieve the data from that individual's computer. Perhaps might be some relevant information.
Excellent idea. See if you can't get a tractor beam on the ship and take it under tow. Let's keep moving while we do our investigation. The Shran to Lieutenant Savell, take an engineering team over to the Nausicaan ship and see if you can what you can pry out of the ship's database.
Sir, I'll go ahead and try to get some computer experts with me. Should I expect any resistance aboard that ship?
Sensors only detected one life sign. I'm sending Mr. Kelly with you, who should be able to help with the computers and the scientific end of things.
You might want to take a fire extinguisher. Our guest, before he fell, did have some burns.
Okay, good to note. Aye, sir. I'll be grabbing my equipment and head to the transporter room. Savell out.
Mr. Taven, send Mr. Duo. Actually, make that Mr. Zres. They're both about the same. Yep, send Duo along for security just in case.
Sensible precaution.
Oh yeah, if we're gonna take the ship under tractor beam, don't we have to roll back for that?
Yes, control plus security assisted by the ship's structure plus security difficulty of 2.
All right. Control security. Would that fall under shipboard tactical systems?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. One threat for extra die and bold. Okay, re-rolling the comp.
Structure security from the ship. That's really
That went weird. Oh. Sorry, kitten on the keyboard. I believe our normal security is 2. Yes, let me re-roll that.
Is the sheet for the Valor just not quite?
My kitten stepped on the keyboard and changed the security thing, and when I changed it back, I didn't click out of it before I rolled, so it read it as a null department. I think that's usually what happens. Yeah, because there it goes rolling properly.
Okay.
Actually going by the first roll, which would be a actual 1. So 1 momentum gained. It was just 4. You didn't really need to reroll it.
Now it's floating though.
Yep.
I think.
My question is, what you can do with the float?
I'll take a engineering kit with me and my Type 2.
Standard. And standard.
Yeah, standard.
What's the cost for an engineering team?
Has pertained to the roll.
Oh, right.
So yeah, so we can't take an engineering team.
Well, you can. Just we're trying to figure out how to spin the float.
Oh.
But that doesn't really apply to the roll for the tractor beam. On Prax, we're sending the science guy as well, Kelly.
I was trying to remember who else was, so that's why I had that up there.
Jensen Ackles. We're sending Dean Winchester. Everything's going to be fine.
So So we're sending in the same guy who got trampled just the other day, a couple of games ago.
Okay. Away team of 3. What else are you bringing with you?
Let's see. Well, we should probably. Is there any like kits to deal with special kits to deal with computers? I assume Kelly would bring that with him, right? Or is that not standard for him?
I would think he would be able to.
That's all going to be with the your engineering kit.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just curious. All right. And yeah, I guess there isn't really anything else to spend for. I mean, the engineering kit, and I mean, unless you guys can think of anything, which I don't think so. All right. Yeah, I guess that's everything. Oh wait. First, forgot a fire extinguisher, just in case, because apparently there were some fires on board, and
Potential fire. Guy was a little burned.
yeah. All right. So yeah, a fire extinguisher and maybe a mask, some fire fighting mask, just in case.
I want to scan it for atmospheric integrity before you go over there, just in case.
Oh yeah, fair point. Can we do that from here though, or would it have to be from the bridge?
Someone on the bridge will have to do that.
Yeah.
So you got 2 science guys. Ratre.
I'm sure Taven's so happy he has his little lion buddy back.
Yeah.
Reason science difficulty of 1 since by the ship's sensors plus science.
Okay. And since this is his second activation, I'm going to give him cautious science. And give you a momentum for a 3rd die. And for cautious. Reason science. Sensor operations is a focus.
Yeah.
Reroll the 0. Sensors, science. So we have a bunch of float to ask questions with.
4 momentum gained.
3 float.
Yes. The Nausicaan Raider vessel is currently disabled. It reads no atmosphere.
Any life signs, other life signs aboard?
There are no other life signs on board.
Sphere.
Currently has no power.
No power. Any other questions we want to ask about the ship since we've got 3 floating?
I don't think anything comes to mind on my end.
Does the ship seem stable? Like it's not about to have a warp core breach in about 5 minutes?
No, there's no power, so probably not. But what's its structural integrity like?
Practically non-existent. A lot of the ship is exposed to atmosphere, or sorry, exposed to space.
Okay. What about the bridge section?
High or low?
High.
Somewhat intact.
Oh, EVA suits.
Lieutenant Savell, be advised there is little atmosphere, no power, and the structural integrity is severely compromised. However, the bridge does seem to be at least partially intact. I would advise taking a independent power source for any systems you might wish to bring online or attempt to access.
Good to know. Who is this speaking? Was it the science or the commander?
This is Ratre, the
Okay.
other science support.
He's a lieutenant.
Goodness, I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, I'll just say thank you. Thank you. I will go ahead and make the necessary precautions and tell everyone in the team to grab some EVA suits.
Are you taking your time?
I mean, okay, we also would need the. Okay, we're gonna actually hurry up and do this because I'm sure it's not gonna be.
Opportunity cost of 2 per suit.
So a total of 6.
Yep.
Ooh, all momentum for 3 people.
It's 2 per suit. That's why I was
Okay.
asking if you're taking your time about it, it won't cost you anything. But the flip side is we might get attacked before you can get over there, or we may get attacked when you're over there. So
All right. You know what? We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and take our time, just in case, because I don't want to have use up all of our momentum.
Okie dokie. This will be a control plus engineering assisted by the ship's sensors plus engineering difficulty of 2 to beam over to the Nausicaan vessel.
this is the beam.
Yep, this is the beam.
Control engineering difficulty 2. She'll give you a threat for bold. Roll the 0. Here's the Valor.
We are taking a extra power pack, right?
That's in your engineers kit.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
2 float.
Spend the 2 float to have a because of the ship being open to space, and because Shazaret's just a badass with the transporter, to reduce the difficulty of beaming them out, because I'm managing to keep a solid lock on them.
Okay. You beam over to the Nausicaan ship. It is a very small bridge. You find that there's currently powers offline as you kind of look around, and it's a good thing you are EVA suits, but there does seem to be a gaping hole in space. You do not see currently any bodies.
Well, it's a good thing we have EVA suits on. And first of all, I will try to get the computers online. And I'll go ahead and try to make a scan. Wait, there's no bodies?
There's no bodies.
Okay. Is there like a hull breach in the
Yes.
Okay, that might be the reason why there's no bodies. Um, yeah, I'll just go ahead and try to get the computers, the power to the computers online, and tell Kelly to work on try to get um, the information from the computers. And what is the fourth guy? Is the fourth guy like this dude?
Oh, ignore that dude.
Oh, okay. All right, and Hun, is there a like a turbo lift that goes from the bridge to the rest of the ship, or like just a entryway or anything like that?
Currently, you only have to walk around the bridge. It would seem like everything's pretty much off. Like all the turbolifts that are offline. But there are no turbolifts on the ship because it's one solid deck. Small
Okay.
ship. It's not very big.
All right. All right. I will have Hun to secure the the entrance to the bridge. Just kind of like make sure no one comes in while we're working. And yep, I think that's what. Well, I'm gonna work on try to get some power into the computers, and Kelly is gonna try to work on getting whatever information from the computers if he can.
Well, there's no power to the computer systems at all. Um,
Yeah, can I? Yeah, because I have a power pack. Just trying to get some power from that into the computer is what I'm trying to do. Hook it up to the power pack. If that can be done.
daring plus engineering difficulty of 2.
All right. And I will give you one threat for 3 dice to activate bold. In case. All right, and I'll go ahead and re-roll that one. Which we are now have floating momentum.
1 float. You managed to get power back to the one computer terminal.
Okay.
You currently have a limited amount of time before the power pack is completely drained.
Limited amount of time. Okay, so uh, can I create an advantage to where Kelly can quickly take whatever information out of it.
It has to maintain to the power. If you want to create an
Okay.
advantage.
Well, can I extend the life of the power pack somehow? Like maybe.
You're spending the momentum you gained and then one other one, you can extend the life of it a little bit.
Yes. Go and do that.
Mr. Kelly, you currently have. Currently, we're in interval territory, so you will have a total of 6 intervals to extract what information you can from the system.
Okay.
This will be an extended task.
Okay. Hey, it's my first extended task, and I'm not even playing my main character.
Can I assist him?
Welcome to Star Trek Adventures.
Can I assist him in the
1
task?
second. Yes, you can assist. This will be daring plus engineering difficulty of 3, assisted by the assisted by the chief engineer.
Okay.
You'll need a total. It's 15 work. Magnitude of force. You'll need 4 breakthroughs. Difficulty 3. Resistance of 2.
Daring engineering, right? Or was it
Yeah.
daring?
Daring engineering.
It's there in engineering.
Okay.
Yes. For the first roll, I'll go ahead and give you a threat to activate bold.
He has bold science, does he not?
Yes. Yes. He,
It does not apply to engineering.
Oh yeah, this is an engineering roll. Never mind. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Do you have a focus in computers?
He does not.
Oh. I don't like I would have been better for the role, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe this guy isn't exactly as useful as you think he is.
I actually
Um,
thought he was the computer expert.
No, I think he's more the astrometrics guy, but okay. Well, how many we have 5 momentum currently, right?
We do.
Okay. You want to go? You think it'd be best if I spend 1 momentum to give him one more die?
Yeah, go ahead. You can
Okay.
spin 1 momentum. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Man, we got some left over to cover any complications.
Speaking of complications, is there a larger complication range?
Complication range is 1. It's just the resistance on the work is higher. Or you have a
Okay.
2 resistance on this.
Okay. Well, here we go. Here's the roll. Did I roll it twice by accident?
It's okay.
Yeah, you did.
They're exactly the same results. Kind of funny. Just need to assist Darren engineering.
Just assisted with a 0 up there.
Oh,
Or you want
it's
me to?
above.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, there is no work being. You're having trouble getting access to the computer to pull the logs from it. You're down to total of 4 intervals.
Hmm.
And each task takes 2 intervals. So you basically have 2 rolls. Will you let them spend momentum to decrease the number of intervals? Do what?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that we might have to do that.
Now, you could, Kelly, spend your determination to re-roll that 0.
What is his determinant? What is his value? Science is our best tool for revealing the universe. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, we're using engineering.
What about mission directive?
Not. The mission directive is to escort the convoy and protect it.
Fair. However, they're trying to find out information that would allow us to protect the convoy a little better.
I mean, do you really want to spend the determination on a reroll?
Not necessarily. It's up to him. I'm just being a pain.
I think we've already rolled that one. We'll use a determination next time for the next roll.
Daring engineering difficulty of 3. With the 1 assist from Savell.
Is there any way for me to switch and take the lead instead? Because his score is not as good.
You
Yeah.
only gave the order, so
Oh well.
if you want, you can. I mean, like I said, you're team lead, so you.
Well, I will go ahead and take the lead instead, because since I have a better engineering score, because I actually thought this role was going to be science, and I also thought he had a focus in computers, but I guess not.
No, Kelly has focuses in cultural studies, exotic particle physics, and astrometrics.
Well, the cultural studies might come in handy, but all right, I'll go ahead and take the lead in this, and I'll tell him to assist.
Okay.
Same roll, 3, difficulty 3.
It is.
Okay. I'll give you 1 threat for 3 dice to activate bold, and I'll go ahead and fingers crossed. I'll re-roll that 1.
And there's the assist.
Good, because I failed with that re-roll.
You succeed. Roll 7 challenge dice, Savell.
Okay. Go ahead and bring my way.
It's currently
Hey.
1 work being done.
Okay. Can we use that momentum to re-roll?
You can spend momentum to re-roll 4 dice. You can spend a momentum for piercing.
Let's spend it 1 piercing. How much is it for piercing though?
It's 1 momentum for a piercing of 2, which that would negate the resistance currently. That would still give you 3 work.
Okay, I will spend it on the piercing.
You
Currently
sure
only
you
doing
don't want
3 work.
You sure you don't want to do the re-roll of the four? Because if we can get 5 work done, that'd be a breakthrough.
How much momentum is it for that? All 4?
You can spend 1 momentum once to re-roll 4 dice.
Okay, yeah. We're going to go ahead and re-roll instead.
You made
You already spent for piercing.
yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and do the reroll, and that way it's all, because you got rid of the resistance. It's all gravy.
Okay. Did that go through?
I do not see it.
Okay, try again. Did that go through?
Yes, that is currently 5 total work. That is enough for 1 breakthrough. The difficulty goes down to 2. You currently
Okay.
have 2 intervals left.
All right.
What's the cost to reduce the number of intervals used?
You can only do it once, so 1 momentum.
And that will effectively buy them how much?
1 more. They'll use 1 interval instead of 2.
That doesn't really help. Well, if you do it once this time, and then once the next time, you'll wind up with 2 intervals left, which is basically 1 more turn. So it's probably worth doing at this point.
So you want me to go and spin for another intervals? Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically, right. If you spending that one to reduce the intervals, you now have got 3. Since you still got a couple rolls that you have to make to complete the task, you do that. You make your next roll. You spend a momentum to decrease the number of intervals again, and then you're left with 2, which gives you 1 more roll than you would have had in the time allotted. So you're going to need to be sure and save 1 momentum to allow yourself another interval.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Just to give us a little bit more intervals there.
And I would suggest you try and earn as much momentum as possible so you can start knocking down the work track.
All right.
Daring
So-
engineering difficulty of 2.
And give you 1 threat for 3 dice just to activate bold and try to get it away. Just to try to give us some more bold.
And Kelly's still assisting, right?
Yes.
And re-rolling. There we go.
There's my assist.
1 momentum gained. Roll 7 challenge dice, please. I am counting currently 6 total work, 4 work being done.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought it was 7 because I see a 2 in there.
You're right. It's 5, so that's a breakthrough. I miscounted. That will lower the difficulty. You're currently at 1 interval left, which would not be enough to do the next task.
Uh,
Unless you
I
spend a
thought we-
momentum. Unless you spend a momentum to gain it to reduce the interval by 1.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Guys are going to need to try and get 2 breakthroughs
and I know that
or
If
complete the
we-
work track.
if we complete the work track, wouldn't that also result in a breakthrough?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which means if we can get 5 done on the work track here and roll 5 normally, we can get 2 breakthroughs done and get this thing done.
Yep. So go for broke.
I'm going to spend 2 threat to increase the difficulty, and another 2 threats to increase the complication range to 2. So diff 2, comp 2.
Yeesh. All
He's
right.
just
I
messing
can
with you.
I could also spend 2 threat to reduce the work track by 4 if you really want, but that would be evil of me right now.
I didn't think you were that kind of GM.
Oh, don't push him.
All right. E. All right. Difficulty 2, complication range 2.
Yep,
All right.
as you're pushing the batteries to the limit, and this console on the screen is flickering even more so.
Eesh. All right.
Go for broke.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. I'll give you 1 difficulty face
One
palm.
threat.
1 threat to activate bold for 3 dice,
Might be a good time for a determination.
and can I use my determination on value? Creativity is paramount.
You're not really being very creative.
Okay. There is no I in team because I am working with Mr. Kelly here.
How is this applying to pulling information off a computer terminal? It's damaged.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think I have anything. Logic is key. I don't think so.
Wouldn't the mission directive actually kind of help here, since we're trying to get information to predict more Nausicaans coming in to attack the convoy?
or maybe I am committed to help others since I am trying to help the crew to figure out the best way to defend the convoy.
You're not really helping someone. The information gathered, you really don't know if this information you're getting is going to really help the convoy or not.
Okay.
That's kind of the issue in terms for like spending the determination the way I see it.
Okay. I guess I do not have any values to use it on.
Yeah, I'm afraid not.
All right. That's okay. I will leave the determination out and save it for later. And go ahead, fingers crossed. And go ahead and re-roll that 0. Ah, damn it. Oh well.
No momentum
Wait.
gain, but you got it.
Oh.
I was gonna say I was gonna say the difficulty went down when we got a breakthrough, and since he increased it, the difficulty would have gone back up to 2. So we would.
Okay.
You got it. Just roll 7 challenge dice. Should have increased the complication because you would have rolled 2. There'd be 2 comps. Oh, 1 comp on the table. Oh.
Oh really?
No, there's not.
Oh.
7 challenge dice.
Yes.
Still have a lot of game to get through. It's not over yet.
Still got a long way to go.
Hey.
It's currently 3 work being done. Sorry, 2 work being done.
You think it'd be a good idea to use our last momentum to re-roll those 3?
I would say it's the only chance you have, so yes.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Well,
1
that's
momentum
better.
is spent. That's not enough. You're 1 work short.
Damn.
As the console light fails and flickers, and you've gotten some information, but not everything from what the computer terminal you're able to pull.
Just as you're about to hit the enter key, it turns off.
Well,
And
we tried.
while all that's going on the bridge, Betrayal goes, Captain, we're approaching the binary stars. Gravimetric waves are increasing as we approach.
Understood. Course to go and maintain structural integrity of the convoy.
I recommend we beam back the away team. As we further get in, our sensors will have a more difficult time to get a lock on them.
Agreed, sir.
Understood. Valor to away team.
Go ahead.
We
Lieutenant
need you back on the
Savel here.
ship. We need you back on the ship quickly, please.
Acknowledged,
We're
Captain.
hindering.
We are able to get some of the information, but unfortunately, we did not have enough time to get the rest.
Is better than.
Aye, sir. I'll have the team prepped and ready for transport.
Understood.
Was there any relevant tactical data?
I think you're pretty much going to have to sift through it to find out.
We can
You're-
debrief them once they're back aboard, Commander.
Control plus engineering assisted by the ship's sensors plus engineering difficulty of 3 to beam them back.
Remember, I have the advantage of that lock to reduce the difficulty.
Also, complication range of 2. So diff 2, comp 2.
Got it. Control engineering. Take a threat for bold and the third die. Way to go, Shazaret. Sorry, I didn't change the name. Here is the ship.
4 momentum gained.
It's like a lot of momentum. Nicely done.
She's the transporter chief. They're always the supports that get maxed out first.
Kelly, Saval, and Duo being back on board. Ship.
Welcome back aboard, gentlemen.
Thank you. Charette? I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
Shazaret.
Shazaret. Thank you, Shazaret. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get the stuff off, and I'll go ahead and take the information over to the bridge.
Duo's like, I better get back to the bridge too before Taven has a heart attack up there.
Oh, what is up with Lieutenant Taven or Commander Taven?
Let's just say he might have some allergies to cats.
Ah. Seville nods and goes ahead and heads up to the bridge with Duo. After getting the stuff off, of course, do the EV suits off.
Yeah, I would think Kelly would also be heading up there as well.
Is that the blue alert?
It is. Environmental warning.
I thought that was the intruder alert for a second. It's like, uh-oh.
Entering zone of gravimetric disturbance, sir.
Keep us clear of as much of it as you can.
Aye, sir.
I believe, Saval, you were on the bridge.
Okay. Captain, here's all of the data we were able to retrieve. Unfortunately, we do not have enough time to gather the rest.
That's perfectly fine. You did what you could.
Understood, sir. Just wished we were able to gather everything, but I guess that's this should be okay for the time being.
Captain, recommend we release the raider now that the way team is back on board.
Agreed. Grief, I gotta look at this.
Captain, I recommend that we destroy the vessel. It one is a hazard sitting out here, and should it be salvaged, it could be used for illegal activities in the future.
Scene
Said
change.
anybody?
Speak. Yes,
Hey.
Captain.
He was asking if there was anybody left alive on the ship.
Oh, no, Captain. In fact, there were no bodies on the bridge. There were some hull breaches, so I assume the rest of the bodies were uh, sucked into vacuum.
I would.
Good.
Captain, Gnostican vessels on approach.
Savel will go after. Will go back to the bridge, or not the bridge, the engineering.
Steering.
Red alert.
How
Shields
how
up.
many in type?
Captain, we're receiving a hail from one of the vessels.
Open the channel.
And on the screen appears a Gnostican. This is Captain Star. You need to vacate your convoy immediately, Federation vessel, or we will destroy you. If you choose to live.
Afraid we can't do that, and for your information, we have already been attacked recently, and those 3 vessels are no longer flying.
Well, you haven't faced the might of my cruiser or my escorts. Prepare for battle, Captain.
Rather die doing my duty.
Ooh, pretty. Ooh, that's nice.
Do we have full shields again, or
Scene change, so full power, full shields. You still have the 1 breach. Too strong.
oh. How long does it take for breaches to go away?
Gotta
Yeah.
go to a starbase.
So there's nothing that I can do about it then.
There's a
Not this
talent that
one,
lets
no.
you do it, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking you could at least have done a quick patch job or something.
Repair team leader, I think.
Yeah, there's one that lets you heal 1 breach, but it's a talent.
Should have taken that talent instead of jury rig.
Yeah, you can always spend a milestone to switch it out.
Currently on sensors, there is a Gnostican cruiser followed by its other 4 Gnostican raiders.
Recommend evasive maneuvers, sir.
First, he's going to have red alert sounded. It's already been sounded.
Yep, we're at red alert. Shields are up.
Okay. Then, yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't do evasive maneuvers right off the bat.
Yes, sir.
1 power, daring plus con. Assisted by the ship's structure plus con. Difficulty of 1.
All right. Threat for bold. Which is why you do that. Structure con.
1 momentum gained. You lose 1 power.
to 14 power. Okay, and okay, I'm going to suggest spending the 4 momentum we have because that will, with my talent, get rid of the penalty for us to hit the enemy while we're in evasive, and with the Valor's talent, that will increase their difficulty to hit us while we're doing evasive by an extra step. So their difficulty will go up by 2, while we won't suffer the usual penalty to shoot them while we're in evasive
Sounds good.
until my next turn. So, and if it works out, Kirthon can go towards the end of next round, and that'll keep all of that in place.
So we are officially bobbing and weaving.
With style.
I'm assuming the turn passes to them.
Yep.
Currently in extreme, so impulse. Ooh. Well, that's okay. 'Cause diff 0 anyway, so. And I'll spend 2 threat to activate their ability. Why not? Two threat for the other one to go. All right, it is back to you guys.
Rays have area, don't they?
Yes, but they are not in close range of each
Okay, never mind. Because
Shall
this is a new,
They could also do spread, though.
yeah, which is the other one that I was going to think of. Because this is a new combat, I'm going to say, Mr. Tavin, fire at will.
Okay.
other. Which one are you firing at?
Will.
Of course. Which is personally what I think Picard missed the opportunity for the Romulans to say.
You don't know how many times that joke has been made.
Which one?
We'll fire at the top one.
Okay. This is gonna be a control plus security, system by the ship's weapons plus security, difficulty of 3.
Okay. Give you 1 threat for extra die. And bold security.
Difficulty of 3.
Yes. They have
Alright.
improved impulse drive, which if I spend 2 momentum, I can
Okay.
increase the difficulty
Yep, same thing we
Yeah.
do.
when
You
they
can
do
do
an
that on an
impulse.
impulse task, yeah.
Alright, so we'll see if the ship... Oh, we get it.
Roll damage, please.
Do you want to put any
I
power?
do
2
count
power.
1 more due to my assist from Presence Command.
Yes, President's Command. Roll that.
should pop up here in a moment, but it is a success, so.
Are you pumping any power into the weapons?
I recommend 2.
So 3 total power being spent.
Yep, we are down to 11 power.
Go ahead and roll just in case, while we wait for the captain's roll to come in.
Yeah.
That's currently 4.
Versatile into piercing.
Both versatile into piercing?
Well, they have resistance 3.
Yes, they have resistance of 3. Or do you wish to re-roll 4 with one of the versatile?
Yeah, versatile gives
Yeah.
you basically 2 momentum.
Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and re-roll the 4 and better.
That is a breach currently.
Okay, and then I guess we'll do the other one into piercing. Get that extra damage.
Their shields are still up.
Okay. I wish. Oh shoot, we don't have momentum. All right. So that's all I can do. This was spread. So does that do anything?
You didn't call it.
Oh. Okay.
So they suffer 1 breach.
Yes.
Can I say for all future shots on this fight, it will be a spread shot, and that's specifically mentioned otherwise.
All right, I will allow that since you're not feeling well. For all future shots, I'll be
Okay.
nice. Turn passes to them. Let's see. The one is going to take a shot at you.
Oh, what was the breach that we did get?
That was in the structure.
I am not worried about it, so because NPC rules.
He's NBC ruling it.
There's a lot of
okay.
ships on the table. I am not caffeinating. All right, there's your
Hey.
momentum.
The captain's roll showed up.
About time.
It's not really gonna make much of a difference, just so you know. We spend that momentum.
Yeah, but that's the only one we got. So I'd already accounted for it.
Ugh. As the one Gnostican vessel opens fire and misses. Back to you.
Shran tilting the ship just so the blast goes between the saucer and the nacelle.
It's back to you. So who wishes to go?
Still full roll.
I guess I'll take my actual turn now,
Okay.
and I will attack the one that is already damaged.
All right. With spread.
Again, there will be spread.
All
I wish
right.
to spread them open.
It is still difficulty of 3. Control security assisted by the ship's weapons plus security.
Okay, 1 threat to you for bold and extra die.
There you go.
2
There you
momentum
go.
gained.
Now we're hitting on all cylinders. power?
I guess. Well, let's
We are
just do a regular shot because he's already damaged. So
Okay.
let's
So
save the
one
power.
Right. We're down to 10.
Make sure you change that to 0. It's currently 2 damage to their shields, which that is a breach. That does drop their shields.
Let's do 1 versatile to reroll 3.
All right.
And second to piercing.
That will be a second breach, which this ship is disabled.
Hooray!
5.
I wish
down.
to use 2 momentum to do swift task and fire again.
All right. Assuming you target the other one.
Yep.
It's like
Spread.
1 down, 2 more escorts, and
spread.
capital ship to go.
This is control plus security, difficulty of 4, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security.
All right. I will give 3 threat for 2 extra dice this time. Full security. Hello.
Have you spent your determination yet?
No.
2 momentum gained. Roll phaser damage.
All right. Now
Actually,
let's
wait.
pump the power. Yep.
Sorry, that ship is destroyed because spread damage.
Okay, so 2 power into the shot.
Yep.
All right, move, cat.
So you're down to a total 7 power.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's right.
That's currently 3.
1 versatility to reroll 3. And second to piercing.
Their shields are still up. That is 1 breach. Spread damage time. It's 10 round down, so 5 plus then additional 5, so 10 minus 3, so 7. That is additional breach. Shields went down. What do you wish the versatile to do with the spread?
Piercing. And I guess an extra damage.
It wouldn't have mattered. It's still because it's still 2 breaches, so that ship is disabled.
Very good.
It's a floating hunk of junk in space now.
Turn passes to them unless you wish to spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative.
Let them come.
I'd recommend a power management next go round.
Yeah.
Too far. It's back to you guys.
Let's get some power.
Tanners, you want to do a power management?
Yeah, sure. Can go and
Uh,
work on that.
This is going to be a daring or control plus engineering difficulty of 2.
Take control. And I will go ahead and Yeah, we can use a little bit more momentum. I'll give you 1 threat to activate bold for 3 dice, and as well to help to get a little bit more momentum, and see what happens. All right. Well,
1 momentum gain, you gain 2 power back.
2. Can we bend the momentum to try to gain more, or
Yep, for each momentum you spend, you gain 2 more points of power. So,
We could get 8 back if we use it all.
well,
It's 3
you can
momentum
actually,
to get back to 15.
yeah.
yeah, let's do it.
Full power.
Yup.
Unlimited power.
Attack power.
God.
Star Wars reference in a Star Trek game.
Every iteration of Star Trek role-playing game Starship Combat is all about power management.
Lieutenant Duo approves.
And that's Han
Even though
Duo.
he is nothing to do with Star Wars whatsoever, and bears absolutely no resemblance to any person, alive or dead, or character that may or may not be under copyright.
All right, it's back to you guys.
Maybe sick bay do that thing again
You
for.
guys haven't taken damage yet in the seat.
Okay.
Science officer could roll for the scan for weakness.
Yeah.
It'd be a difficult roll. I think it's like a difficulty 3.
Yes, it'll be difficulty
4.
3. Control plus science is by the ship's sensors plus security.
I think it might be worth it.
Yeah, if you get it, I mean, gives us a hell of a punch.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Reason science?
No, control science assisted by the ship's sensors plus security difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Because they're in long range.
I'll go ahead and give you a threat for a bold science. And go ahead and roll.
Gained a momentum. Which one was it? It was in the same range, so.
I'm gonna say maybe I'm gonna go with this one up here. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So it means that when Tavin's roll comes around again, he's gonna hit that one first.
Alright, turn passes back to them, I'm assuming.
Yep. Who still has to go on our side?
The doctor, but he can pass if he wants to, I think. Isn't that correct?
He technically can, yes. He just doesn't go.
Yeah, and if there's no casualties yet, I don't think I can't activate whatever I'm doing. So
Yeah, your superpower.
yeah.
You're a bitey kitten.
Spend a threat. 1, because if you did it. Hey, wow. Fortunately, you use your special, but that's okay. So spend the 2 to do a swift task. Oh, throw a threat at this. You'll probably miss. Oh,
Oh.
definitely missed. weapons array has gone offline.
So effectively, we've got a flying escort that can't even do its job.
Well, Nausicaans have never been known for doing good maintenance.
Yeah.
It passes back to you guys.
Which leaves only me left. And since there's no casualties, I can't do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Right. I guess you'll just do increase difficulty. No threat gate. Two. So let's go with a scan. Hey.
You've got the scan for weakness on us. Hey, guess what?
I don't think it's really going to matter next turn.
You say that. You
Yeah.
say that.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
This will definitely cost a power. No.
Okay.
Hello, big brother.
It's one turn. He has to finish the rest of them. Let's go with a scan for weakness.
Now that's a little scary.
Yeah. From that one, that's scary.
He succeeds. Let's increase difficulty. Why not? Threat. Ooh. It's still the same. Div 2. 2 threats. All right, third turn initiates a impulse in and initiate do a quick scan for weakness and then initiate a attack pattern.
That just makes it so they can.
Reduces difficulty by 1.
Okay,
And
but
it
we can.
reduces our difficulty to hit them by 1 too.
Yeah, but this is I'm rating the pain.
Yeah, we've been giving him a lot of threat.
You know what? Let's roll 5. See what happens. Because this is a scan for weakness shots. Well, diff 3, he does hit.
With a complication.
With the complication. I'm gonna do with the complication.
We'll take it as momentum.
No. I will spend 2 threat to negate the complication. So enough on the board.
All for you spending threats, since this is a bold crew.
That's 4 dice there. You know what? I'm gonna pump some extra power into this.
Oh, that's ugly.
Oh, yikes.
1, oh god, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19.
Well,
That's
see you
easily two
guys
breaches.
next game.
2 breaches.
That is 2 breaches on you guys. With your shields down.
Yeah.
1, 2 sensors and 1, 2 weapons.
Yikes.
You know what? Bring you the paid. Spending 2 for devastating attack. Half of so half of 10. So that's another 2 breaches.
Yeah, that is.
Communications and weapons.
Yeah, dang. See you guys next game.
Not yet. We're not done yet.
That's 1 each structure, sensors, comms, and 2 on weapons. So whoever goes next will need to do some sort of restore task, if I could talk.
Yeah.
So okay,
I have
we're
a plan for this.
on
I
the
have a plan
sensor.
for this.
Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Waiting for our turn to come around. I'm sorry.
Okay, real quick though, currently you're impacted on your weapons, so you need to do a restore minor action to enable to fire the weapons. Same with the sensors, you need to do restore minor action by the sensor operator. Until then, no task can be attempted which uses the ship's sensors. Furthermore, all attacks made by the ship increase in difficulty by 1.
I thought anybody could do the restore minor actions.
It has to be from their actual department that's using it. Whoever has control of the station has to perform the minor action. So
Oh,
the
great.
sensor or operations officer, the only one who can restore weapons is the tactical officer. Communications has to be restored by a communications officer or like someone in operations. That was
Okay.
their last go, so top of the round.
Okay, so let me ask this question if I could.
Okay.
Could I basically request a minor action of the sensor operator for my turn and do it a direct to the weapons operator? Basically using
No.
my minor action? No.
No.
So we have to restore sensors and weapons before we can do anything, right?
We can if we restore weapons, we take, I think it's an increase in difficulty to hit or complication range right now because of sensors.
Okay.
It's a difficulty to hit.
Okay.
But since the sensors are in flux.
Because my plan is if Tavin can hit the cruiser and do power drain on that thing.
Well, okay, he could do the restore minor action of the weapons. He could spend a momentum to override to do a restore for the sensors, which would wind up making it a roll, I think, rather than just a. I don't know. It gets weird when you're doing an override for something that's not actually a task roll.
You can't. So it has to be at the station, guys. You can't do it through an override.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
So we take the difficulty increase. I think that only increases it to difficulty 3, but they did attack pattern, which reduces it to difficulty 2.
Okay.
So is Taven going to shoot or like who's going?
Through permutations in my head right now.
I mean, I'll just take the shot. I can do a.
So you're using your
Probably,
minor to do a restore minor action on the ship's weapons.
Yes.
All right. Are you shooting at them with spread?
Yes.
And I would definitely recommend power drain when you spend momentum rather than piercing and extra damage.
Okay. Control plus security, difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security.
Difficulty 2.
Yes.
Okay. I will give you a threat. For...
Just as a side note, we want to have 2 momentum left over because we need to be able to immediately after you do this do a shield restore task because our
Yep.
shields are down.
Yep. So, yep. 1 threat for extra dice. Well, die. And here goes nothing. Hey. So,
Weapons
ship-
security.
3 momentum gained. Roll damage. Currently
Putting any
one.
power into it.
yeah, I would say 2 power.
So a total of 3 power spent for the shot, which brings us down to 12.
Currently that's 3 damage. That's currently 3 to their shields.
Okay.
So
what's their
that's-
resistance?
Resistance is
5.
Yeah,
resistance 5. Yeah.
Okay,
they're
so
the same
we'll
scale
do
we are.
2 points of versatile into piercing.
Okay.
That is a breach.
We
Hey.
And he did do spread.
Yes.
if I may, would recommend spending 3 momentum, which would leave us with 2, which we could do our shield restore task with to do power drain on that shot as well.
That's currently 3 on the actually spread.
Okay, so yeah, let's spend 3 momentum to do power drain.
Now, one thing we could do instead of that, just a thought, is if we only do 1 to power drain and keep the other 2, I can take another shot with Swift Task.
Well, but if we just spend 1, I think we're only draining. I've got the table
If
right
we
here.
just spend 1, we're only draining 1 point of power because it's momentum per power.
So it's up to you guys. Do you want to do the power or second shot?
The power's gonna hit him pretty hard right about now.
Yeah. No power means he can't really fire until he restores power.
Okay.
And it drops his shields.
Okay, 3 for power drain. Now I've got a bad lyric Iron Maiden song going through my head.
And we did get a breach on his weapons, so that helps.
Yep. So that was and then I don't think we did anything with the spread.
I calculated the spread, so I mean it
Yeah.
dropped their shields to 4, but
Okay.
they're currently dead in the water, but with 1 breach. Actually 2. Sorry. Which are both the weapons.
Oh, now that's just funny.
What scale vessel is it?
5.
It's a 5.
So if it gets another breach to weapons, is it already impacted, or is that?
So my question is: are you guys keeping the initiative, or
Yes.
so you're spending the 2? Who's going?
We're in a new turn, right?
Yes, we're in a new turn. The one that's
So
gone is Taven.
shield restoration is probably engineering.
It is engineering.
Yeah.
It will be. It's a control plus engineering difficulty base of 1, but it'll be difficulty of 2. Assisted by the ship's structure plus engineering.
All right, and Tanners, you want to earn some momentum on this roll, like big time.
All right then.
Like, yeah, like.
All right, so
Spend determination. Give them all the threat, whatever.
all right then. Very well. Difficulty 2. I will go, and this is control engineering.
Control engineering.
Okay.
Assisted
Difficulty
by
2.
the ship's structure plus engineering difficulty of 2.
All right. I will use my determination. Can I use it on? I am committed to help others because I'm trying to help the ship, try to save the ship, perhaps.
I mean, this is life or death. This is not trying to help others. Like, you're doing this to save yourself too.
Okay, so I guess that would help. So that's like can be used.
I will give you mission directive because if the ship goes down, so does the convoy.
Okay. And I will go ahead and give you. I'll give you enough threat for 4 dice.
Threat.
Yes, and that would also activate bold, and fingers crossed.
3 momentum. Just need the ship structure plus engineering.
Coming right up.
4 momentum gained. You get 2 shields back.
Can we?
He did spend his momentum, right? Or his determination, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh, actually, yes, he did. So, I get 2 more.
2 more momentum, or
Yeah, 2 more momentum, but yeah, you're at max.
okay. So we got 2 float. So we'll immediately roll that 2 float to get 4 more shields. Or no, 2 more shields. It's 1 for 1 with shields.
You had no momentum. You were at a total of max of 6. You were at max. You went to max momentum.
6.
You went to 6 momentum.
Okay,
Gain
so okay, so there's 2. We're down to 4. I say we spend the other 4 to get 4 more points of shields back.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Unless you want to. You guys see any reason to keep? We can't keep the momentum.
So
again.
Hold up. So every momentum spent, it's 2 shields.
Oh,
okay.
2 more for each 100%. You're right.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I was thinking about power stuff.
Power's different.
Okay, so the 2 spent gets us back up to
3 momentum will spend you all. Will get you back up to 12. Spend 3 more momentum. It gets you to max shield again.
too much math in combat, Starship combat.
This also uses like a point of power, by the way.
Okay, down to 11 power at full shields.
I believe the turn passes to them.
Right.
Oh, fun.
That guy is dead in water currently.
Say that.
The shot would be high, but Photon torpedoes this is the perfect time to use photon torpedoes.
Ooh. 3 threat back.
Of course, he's
I'm
gonna
guessing he's
restore
restoring
shields too.
shields.
I had
Or
to get power
More
back.
power back.
That's right. Yeah.
Why not? Bolt it back up to 4.
He has like unlimited threat.
2 threats.
It's the Sunday night game. That's all we do is give him threat.
Do a swift task. Succeed or die.
And he does have 2 weapons breaches.
And I believe his scan for weakness is gone.
No.
No?
Actually, yes, it is. No, actually, it's not. It's not gone. It's not gone. It's a different ship, though.
Okay,
ha.
if it's a different...
Yeah, our scan for weaknesses is on this one.
Yeah, I know.
Just enough. Just enough.
1 success? For what? Get the hell out. Brave
Well, he
Nazi.
hasn't warped out. I think he's
You
just.
can't warp out. It's this area.
Yeah.
You can't warp out. That's the problem.
Well, that simplifies our firing solution.
All right, it's back to you guys.
I'm thinking maybe if I could, maybe if I go, I could probably add a reroll to our security, make it easier for Commander Tavin to hit.
True. Captain, have you used your second direct?
I still have that.
Okay. Yeah, your call as to what we want to do.
By the way, it's not a much more threat, guys. Just say.
I stopped giving you threat.
Oh, we never stopped giving him threat. It's almost like a point of pride for players of this game at this point, I think.
How much threat can I give the GM and still survive? It's the name of the game.
That's right.
Thing for us to do right now is for me not to go yet.
Okay.
So Taven and the chief engineer have gone. It's the captain, doctor, and
Science officer.
and also the XO.
Yep.
I mean, technically, you can direct in a swift task and then do evasive action if you wanted to.
Technically, what now?
You could direct someone to go and do a swift task.
Ah, right, as XO. That's true. Assuming we wind up having enough momentum left.
The XO superpower.
It's true. Got a sensor lock on that one. Forget the sensor things there. I could also override because I have multitasking, which will let me use con. And I could fire on that ship and then do a swift task and maneuver. But it's probably going to work out better. Taven, target their port impulse manifold and fire. I'll direct, and I'm just using that flavor text as the scan for weakness.
Oh,
Point.
one's got scan for weakness. That's going to be a control plus security, difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's weapons plus security.
All right, I'll give you 3 threat for 2 additional dice. Because, gotta give you lots of threat.
We can't make it easy on ourselves.
Assisted by the President's command from the EXO.
Oh yeah. Which is not one of his great stats, really. Yeah, I don't think I even have a focus that applies. Still.
Gain 2 momentum.
Right?
Roll damage. I'm assuming this is spread.
Always.
Always? Okay.
Do you want to put extra power into the shot?
Always.
Okay, so that's gonna bring us down to
You
8
know
power.
his answer. Why do you ask?
Well, there was that one time he didn't.
It's true.
So-
There was one.
Yeah, there was one time, but
We're down to
most
8
of the
power.
time- most of the time it's more safer to assume he wants to.
Wrong thing.
You used up that 2. Oh. Well, we'll use the 1 versatile to reroll 4.
All right. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 total. Subtract by 3, that's 6.
So we'll use the
On
other for
breach.
piercing.
Shields are still up. Time to calculate the versatile. So we round up to 10. Do not count the first effect. There's only one effect on the board. Half is 5. So 2, which is enough to drop the shield, so it has 2 breaches on it. There's the 2 versatile from the spread shot.
Oh, please pump both of those into piercing.
Sure, we'll pierce away.
That's the third one, and that. Oh, you didn't roll the. That one had skin for weakness on there, and you gave me 3 threat. So roll 2 extra challenge dice.
Ah, that's
Don't go
right.
any further.
Womp,
Plus-
womp, womp.
There you go. Okay.
And the effects count as piercing anyways, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, the effects count as piercing, so
Bye-bye.
it is destroyed.
It goes boom.
It goes boom.
Okay, so yes, I will spend 2 momentum for a swift task and do evasive action again.
Daring con assisted by the ship's structure plus con difficulty of 2.
Does that include the swift task increase? Okay. All right then.
Diff 2.
I'll-
And power requirement of 1.
Right. Down to 7 power. All right, I'll give you a threat for bold con.
Dear God. 4 momentum gained.
Ship is what, engines con?
Yes. What focus did you use, by the way?
Helm control? Or helm operations?
Okay. Yep, 4 momentum gained. You are back on evasive action.
Okay, so I'm just going to spend those 4 momentum to activate precise evasion and the Valor's use and activate the effect of the Valor's improved impulse drive to eliminate our
So,
attack penalty and double the difficulty for, well,
so
not
diff
double it.
4. So diff
Yeah.
4 medium range. All right. Turn.
Sure, it's not glamorous, but it works
Yeah.
out well.
Turn passes back to them. You know what? I'll spend 3 threat because this is a higher difficulty now. You make it, and you're gone. I'm going to spend 2 threat to have that guy go, and he has not gone yet. I believe in you, little guy. Eve. Oh my god, he did it! It hits as he opens fire with their particle beam.
Wait, did you remove the penalty of weapon malfunction first?
It's a minor action to restore.
Okay.
Do 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So 2 to your shields. I will pump the rest of that into versatile, so you're taking 6 total to shields, which is a breach. To structure.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
There is a effect on the challenge dice roll.
Uh-oh.
I am rolling 1d5.
No.
Uh-oh.
The bridge hurls as an explosion. The captain is thrown from his chair and lands as a beam falls on top of him. Captain, you take a lethal injury.
See you guys in the next game.
That way you're at 6 shields.
We're not done yet.
Well,
Unfortunately.
thank God it didn't hit any vital signs.
Medical team to the bridge. The captain's been injured.
Okay. Now,
It passes to you guys.
The captain's dying words, he instructs me to get him back.
Captain, if you're not healed by the start or by the end of the scene, you are dead.
No.
okay.
See myself being hurled through the air and go.
Can he still spin to
You can
stay
spend
up
to
or avoid?
spend your determination if you want to avoid the injury. Well, stay up.
Basically be conscious but under the beam
Yes.
type deal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's do that because this is perfect.
So you spend your determination,
Okay.
you're still awake, but you still have the lethal injury.
Yeah,
But you can direct.
exactly. You just hear, Davin, you just hear the captain go, fire!
You cut out. I heard fire.
Yeah, he said it in a strained voice.
I'll take that as I should shoot them.
Okay. Difficulty 3. Actually, no, difficulty 2.
Okay.
Control security. This is by the ship's weapons plus security.
For the sake of the captain, I'm going to use my determination mission directive.
Okay.
And I will give you, would that be 2 threat for the extra die?
Yes.
Okay. Activate the bold.
Hold on a second. I gotta do this too.
Yes, you get your veteran back. Weapons security from the ship. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 5 momentum gain. So you're capped at 6.
Okay. We will be spreading wide.
Easy. It's PG-13 show.
And
You can be advised that we're down to 6 power with just the basic shot before you
alright,
even add any power to it. So,
so we'll say no power.
okay.
So we can.
I total currently doing 2.
I guess 1. Let's do 1 piercing, and let's go ahead and use the other to re-roll as 2. See if we get lucky.
Oh. We can spend momentum for extra damage.
That's exactly what I was about to mention.
All right. How much damage do we need to get the breach?
So with piercing, that brought us up to 4.
Just need to do, well, you just need 1 extra damage to do get the breach.
Yeah.
But with spread, will the momentum count for spread?
No,
Okay.
it's on the base
So-
damage die roll. Well, not
Okay,
the
so
base,
we'll
but
use the 1.
Spending 1 for 1 point extra damage.
Okay, that is 1 breach. Currently, they're at shields are still up. You are doing a total of max of 5. We round up to 6, divide by 2, so we're at 3 total damage, which is no damage on the spread currently.
We do get to apply versatile for the spread, right?
Yes, you do get to apply versatile spread, or yeah, versatile for the spread.
So piercing for 1.
So that's 2.
And piercing again.
That'll bring it to
Win.
4, and then we can spend
Nope.
another.
It's
What?
doing 3 base damage.
Okay, so it's doing 3 base damage. So if we 2 into piercing, that brings us up to 5, right?
No, like the spread shot's doing a total of 3.
Ah.
Oh, I see. Its base damage is 3.
Yes. So you're literally doing 1 point of with the piercing, because you're doing 0 damage because of
That would go
the
to 2 damage.
resistance. It would go to 2 with the piercing.
So yeah, both into piercing brings us to
3.
4. Brings us to 3. Okay, right. And then
Can't-
we could spend 2 momentum for.
To get to 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Might as well.
Yeah, I guess.
That's 3 breaches total from the shot. That will disable that vessel as well. Unless you want to spend 2 momentum to do devastating attack.
Yeah, I think disable is fine.
Hey, where'd the big mama ship go? Did it
They have a cloaking device.
did it restore power and warp out, or do we know? Oh, it ran away.
Can't warp in this gravimetrics.
Oh, that's right.
It's a great ambush point, but if your ambush doesn't go right, then
You're stuck.
with that will end the combat.
Okay, with the earlier call for medical to the bridge, I'm rushing to the bridge with my emergency medical kit.
Should I end the scene?
We're still chasing after that cruiser. The scene's not over.
I mean, technically, in the notes it says once the battle is over with, go to the next scene.
Battle's not over. We're hunting for that. We're chasing, in hot pursuit.
All right, Doctor, you get to the bridge.
I'm going to run straight for the captain.
As the captain is near moments in death.
What exactly is the injury I need to fix?
Well, you have to
A giant
stabilize him.
beam on top of him.
Yeah, there's a giant beam on top of him. You need to stabilize him, which is a
Okay.
daring medicine difficulty. You know what? I got through it. Difficulty 3, daring medicine. Stabilizing. Yep. To stabilize the captain.
I'm going to use one of my determinations, and I'm going to use one of my values. Going to try to use a different one, but otherwise I'm going to have to use the same one I used last time. Never tell me it's impossible.
I'll take I don't lose a patient.
Okay. So I'll take that for I'll take that. And mind if I spend two momentum to activate my cautious?
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I'll spend 2 momentum for technically a 4th die, but
it's 3 momentum or threat.
I gotta activate my cautious. So
you spend 2 momentum to get the third to get the extra dice, so you're rolling 3 dice. If you wish to roll a 4th dice, then that's going to be 3.
Well, what I was saying was the determination gives me an automatic crit.
Right, it gives you an automatic crit, so you already get 2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes.
Spending determination counts as buying a die. You just don't pay for it. So that when you buy the next die, it's cost 2 instead of 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm still rolling 2 dice. Okay.
You're rolling 3 dice because you're spending for cautious. So you're rolling
That's
3
what
dice.
I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
I thought you were rolling like another dice.
No.
Sorry, after that.
No, I'm saying I bought 4 dice technically, but I'm rolling 3.
Ah, okay.
That's okay. That's where I got the confusion. Like, you're buying 4? Or wait, what?
No. So, okay.
Why? You stabilize the captain. You gain a momentum. But there is still a giant beam on top of him. But he's not in danger of dying at the end of the scene.
Commander, help me lift this thing off of him.
I'm a gunner, not a forklift.
Sick bay, and I can't heal his injuries.
I mean, honestly, David, you probably got the highest fitness, which is what'll be part of the role for this.
He just kind of walks up. Couldn't we just beam this off of him?
Wah, wah.
All right, let's see if the bird can lift a giant beam off the captain, or lose his grip and drop it back on him again.
The Shran will assist.
Oh, I was gonna say I could assist, but if you want to assist, okay.
I'm pretty sure when it comes to basic strength tests of lifting a beam, there's not really a limit.
Fitness plus security, difficulty of 2 to get the beam off of the captain.
Told you.
I will give you 3 threat for 2 additional.
Difficulty
Here.
4. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no. Let's make it difficulty 2. Complication range of 3.
Ooh. Would I be able to use survival? Since
No.
the captain survivals?
Do you have weightlifting?
No. All right.
Oh wait,
No focus. Complication 3. Fitness security. Here we go. And I
that
will
was
reroll.
the Shran, not the Valor.
Or momentum gained as you two of you work together and lift the beam off the captain who's stabilized
And I'll pick up the captain and start and support him and as we walk down to sick bay.
captain
Taven's
and
pretty proud of himself for lifting that.
Are you gonna flex those guns of yours on your wings?
By golly, I feel I could lift just about anything.
I'm not sure what you're bragging about. I rolled 2/3 of what you did on one damn die.
We're throwing some shade at each other.
Well, the end result is what really matters, and in the end, I did most.
Of course it
scene
is.
change. The Valor, as you pick up the pieces, and the ship is got quite a bit of battle damage on it.
Yeah.
But you manage to, the convoy comes out unscathed as you exit the zone, and all vessels go to warp, heading towards Starbase 211 for the final
Where
leg
hopefully
of the
we
trip.
will undergo repairs.
You guys have this chance to do a little bit of free roleplay before we close out the session.
Commander Taven, have you made an appointment with Dr. Oops, wrong one. Dr. Perix yet?
Parrots, like a parrot?
Yes, the ship's counselor.
I heard that their schedule was extremely tight, sir. I didn't want to take away from the men who need it more than I do.
Well, no worries about that. The Shran to Dr. Yemond? Sorry.
Dr. Yamond here. What can I do for you, Commander Shran?
Dr. Yemond, I need you to make sure to work Commander Taven into Counselor Perix's schedule.
Oh, absolutely. I'll get a hold of Dr. Perix right now, actually.
Taven's like holding up a finger, like,
And Doctor, I should say that although, of course, I'm not at all a medical or psychological professional, I would consider this a matter of some necessity. So if you could make sure that Commander Taven keeps these appointments, it would be most appreciated.
Kind of funny you say something about that. I just got done talking with Dr. Perix, and her schedule is completely free. Tell Commander Taven that he is to report immediately to Dr. Perix. Doctor's orders.
And I kind of raise an eyebrow while my antennae turned inward towards each other in amusement at Taven and go, "You heard the chief medical officer, Commander Taven. You are to report to sick bay immediately."
Taven just kind of stares at you for a moment. Yes, sir.
The Shran to Mr. Zares, please come to the bridge. Mr. Zares will relieve you while you're at sick bay.
Yes, sir. Best I leave the bridge now.
We'll have to make sure that Zeres puts a hairball on the console as well.
Oh no. Yeah. The Shran will also make a note to communicate with the counselor as to whether or not it would be a good idea to change the scheduling for tactical to make sure that Zures is on duty with Taven on a regular basis. So depending on what the counselor says.
For my counseling session, can I use a focus and negotiation?
Should have taken mental discipline.
I mean, she's beta Z, so
Yeah.
good luck.
How about survival?
With that, I think we'll probably just close this session out, as the chief of security is undergoing therapy.
Well, can't have him